Welcome to Teacher Talks. I'm Maria Keffler.
And I'm Erin Brewer. And what's our topic today, Maria?
Today we're going to talk about something that's a little uncomfortable. It's trans paraphernalia. There are a lot of things that kids can buy to try to mimic the opposite sex, and some of them are pretty disturbing.
Yeah, I actually have some on my desk. The first one I'm going to show you is a binder. It looks pretty innocuous. It's just this piece of fabric, but it actually goes around the chest. I've tried to put this on. It's really tight, and it actually makes it difficult to breathe. And one of my concerns is that girls are wearing this while they're at school, potentially at gym class, and it really limits their ability to function. It limits the oxygen flow. It damages their breasts. It's something that teachers might see. And it's not a sports bra, it's a binder.
It's similar to a corset. It's very much like a corset, but instead of just wearing it around your waist, it comes up and it flattens the breasts. And there are so many negative health outcomes with this. It damages breast tissue. As you said, it causes breathing problems. We've heard from detransitioners who wore binders for years, and even once they stop wearing them, some of them still have breathing issues, troubles with just that area of their body. I know of a situation where a girl bought one of these from another student at school. This is incredibly problematic. The sales of trans paraphernalia are happening at school. When I was in high school, there was a kid who sold gum at lunch, 10 cents a piece, to make money to go to prom. And the administration told me I had to stop doing that because they're not allowed to sell things at school. But the administration had no problem with selling trans paraphernalia at school.
Well, and the interesting thing is that there are organizations now that give these away, that somebody can sign up to have one sent to them for free because they don't have quote unquote affirming parents. So even kids who don't have a lot of money or who don't have parents who are buying into this ideology can get their hands on one of these. The next one is this device, and I don't know how well it's going to show up, but the idea of it is for boys who are trying to present as female to put it in their pants, and it has what's called a camel toe simulator. So it's supposed to look like a girl who's wearing very tight pants and has this effect of showing the labia through the clothing, which I find really offensive because it's giving the impression that in order to look like a female, you show off your labia. And it's something that I've always been kind of aware of when I wear clothes, not to have that look.
Yeah, me too. That's been something that I've actually heard used as a mocking term. If there's a slightly heavy girl whose pants are too tight, boys will joke about her having a camel toe, and that's really been a put down. So it is concerning that now this is something that the trans activists are trying to promote looking
like. It
like.
really is. And if a girl has camel toe or a woman has camel toe, it does indicate that her pants are probably too tight. And that can cause some health issues for women and girls. So the fact, again, that this is considered to be how to make yourself look more female is disturbing. The last one is the most disturbing. This is a packer. As you can see, it's basically a sex toy. This one, they come in different flavors. This one was vanilla. It's been in my backpack quite a bit. So it's, but they have vanilla, caramel, and chocolate. And
okay, I need to interrupt you. I've seen this packer before that you have. I did not know that they were flavored. That's incredibly problematic.
I don't know if the plastic itself is, but the name of the packer is based on vanilla, caramel, or chocolate. So again, it's trying to play into children. And this is marketed, Maria, for children under 5. So imagine a girl putting this in her panties and going to school, and how confusing that is both for the girl as well as for girls who any child who sees that in her panties. It's really inappropriate. One of my biggest concerns is that a lot of children who develop gender dysphoria have been sexually assaulted. So then to put basically a sex toy in their panties to simulate what it means to be a boy, I'm thinking about the cognitive dissonance and how troubling that is, and how difficult this must be for teachers to navigate, having these kind of items showing up, in students and on their and their bodies and their clothing, and having to navigate that when they should be focusing on education.
Yeah, and the packer is especially problematic, I think, because of the sensation that the girl who's wearing it must have. Having anything in your underpants that close to your genitals, there's going to be a physical sensation with it. This reminds me very much of grooming, of habituating a girl to the sensation of something touching her vagina and that area. So when I think about what teachers are dealing with in the classroom, how do you navigate this? But I think at the bare minimum, we want to recognize how harmful this is and not approve of it, not affirm it, not say, yes, this is a great thing that the kids are doing this, because it's not. This is something adults are doing to kids, and it's incredibly abusive.
And this is social transitioning. This doesn't even get into the harms of medical transition. So anybody who thinks that social transition is benign needs to realize it's not. We've got binders, packers, and these tucking devices that are all not only harmful to the child who's utilizing them, but also to classmates who are seeing them being used, and the cognitive dissonance that creates, especially in young children. Again, a child under 5 years old, imagine the peers of that trying to understand, like, how did she get that penis? How come it comes off? That's going to cause lots of confusion for boys. Just generally speaking, socially transitioning is really harmful to both that child and to the classroom.